There was something unusual happening at this BTS concert in Tokyo, and people felt it before they even understood it. It wasn't the stage design. It wasn't the outfits. And it definitely wasn't the performance quality. It was something far more subtle. But once it clicked, it completely changed how you saw everything. Because the moment BTS walked out together, all 7 of them, something in the atmosphere shifted. Not louder. Not wilder. Just different. The energy in the arena didn't feel chaotic like most massive concerts. It felt focused. Almost controlled. Like tens of thousands of people were locked into the same exact frequency. And right in the center of that tension, Taehyung stepped forward. No dramatic lighting change. No exaggerated gesture. No attempt to demand attention. He didn't need to. Black beanie pulled low. And then, without warning, the music hit. No build-up. No slow. Every step landing exactly where it should, like instinct rather than effort. Jimin followed, but his movement told a completely different story. Smooth, almost unreal, like each motion flowed into the next without resistance. Behind them, RM, Jin, Suga, and J-Hope held everything together with perfect balance. No one overpowering the moment. No one fading into the background. Just complete synchronization built from years of trust, repetition, and chemistry. This wasn't just performance. This was mastery. Every formation locked in. Every transition seamless. Every second intentional. And still, something didn't feel the same. Not wrong. Not lacking. Just unfamiliar. Like something had been removed. Or replaced. And that's when the perspective shifted. Not to the stage, but to the crowd. At first, nothing seemed out of place. A packed Tokyo arena. Lights everywhere. Energy rising fast. But then it became impossible to ignore. There were no phones. No glowing screens. No sea of hands holding devices in the air trying to capture the moment. Instead, the entire arena was filled with light sticks. Purple and blue stretching endlessly across the crowd. Moving together. Perfectly timed. Not scattered. Not random. But unified. It looked less like an audience. And more like a single organism. Waves of color flowing across the venue in smooth, synchronized motion. And the sound. It wasn't just loud. It was precise. Every chant hit at the exact same moment. Every cheer rose and fell together. There was no delay. No echo of confusion. Just pure alignment. Thousands of people. Acting as one. And suddenly everything made sense. This wasn't a concert people were watching through screens. This was something they were fully inside of. Experiencing it as it happened. No barrier. No distraction. No distance between the moment and the memory. And once fans online started noticing this detail, the reactions spread instantly. This feels different. I don't know why, but it hits harder. It looks more real than anything I've seen lately. But the real shift. It buffering it. Nothing softening the impact. It goes straight to you. And Taehyung picked up on it first. You could see it in his expression. The way his focus sharpened. The way his gaze stopped drifting over the crowd. And started landing on individuals. He wasn't just scanning the audience. He was connecting with it. His grip on the microphone tightened slightly. And when he sang, there was a shift. More depth. More weight. Every word carried intention. Then came a moment that changed everything again. He spoke. In Japanese. Just a short line. Simple. Direct. But the response. Immediate. The entire arena reacted at once. Perfectly in sync. Not messy. Not overwhelming. Just unified. Like everyone understood the significance at the exact same time. And from that point forward, everything escalated. Jungkook's movements became sharper, more intense. His energy pushed further, like he was feeding off the crowd directly. Jimin leaned deeper into expression, every motion becoming more emotional, more reactive. J-Hope took the energy and amplified it, sending it right back out into the audience. RM observed everything, clearly aware that something rare was happening in real time. Jin's expressions softened into something genuine, completely present, completely real. Suga remained composed, but his intensity carried more weight than usual. And together, they stopped performing at the crowd. They started performing with them. Responding. Adapting. Building something together in real time. And the more the crowd gave, the more BTS gave back. Until eventually, the line between performer and audience started to blur. Because at some point, this stopped feeling like a concert. It became something else entirely. The entire arena moved in sync. Light sticks creating waves across the space. Purple and blue flowing endlessly. Perfect timing. Perfect rhythm. No chaos. No distractions. Just presence. Pure, uninterrupted presence. Even when the music dropped. And everything softened. No one disconnected. No one reached for a screen. No one looked away. Those quieter moments, they hit just as hard. Because everyone was still there. Still focused. Still connected. And that's when it became clear. This wasn't just a great show. This was something rare. Because modern concerts, they've changed. You've seen it. Phones everywhere. People watching through screens instead of their own eyes. Trying to capture every second, but missing the moment itself. And this night in Tokyo, it flipped that completely. For once, the screens were gone. And what replaced them was something stronger. Something more real. Presence. And when artists feel that level of attention, they respond differently. They push further. They connect deeper. And BTS did exactly that. Every movement felt intentional. Every glance meant something. Every interaction carried weight. But Taehyung stood out the most. Because the way he moved that night didn't feel like a performance. It felt like a conversation. Small gestures. Subtle pauses. The way he held the mic. The way he looked into the crowd. Even the silence between his lines felt deliberate. Like he was listening just as much as he was performing. And fans noticed. Not just his voice. Not just his visuals. But the emotion behind everything. And maybe that's why people are still talking about this moment. Because it reminded them of something simple. Something easy to forget. What live music is actually supposed to feel like. And in the end, it wasn't about what was missing. It wasn't about the phones. It wasn't about the screens. It was about what came back. Connection. Real, unfiltered connection. Between BTS and ARMY. No barrier. No delay. Just energy moving freely in both directions. And suddenly, that opening moment makes sense. Taehyung standing there. Red microphone in his hand. Eyes locked forward. It didn't feel powerful just because of him. It felt powerful. Because nothing stood in the way. No screens. No filters. No distractions. Just presence. And honestly, that's something you don't see very often anymore. So now imagine this. If you were standing in that crowd, feeling that energy in real time, would it hit differently? And even watching from a screen right now, can you feel that something about this was not the same? Tell me what you think.